Somewhere beyond the recesses of time and space, two podcasters are set adrift in a machine, picking up transmissions of movies that are forgotten but not gone.
Welcome to Movie Memory Machine 5-4, the mini-series where we are giving you 5 films thematically related to the film we're talking about on the main feed this week. And this week, we're talking Wicker Park. I am your host, Landon Solano, joined always by Truman Capps. Truman, it's good to see you.
Landon, it's great to be seen, and it's great to be seeing some movies that will hopefully capture some of the vibes Wicker Park was trying to capture, but in a more effective way.
I'm not sure I have been more excited for a 5-4 than this 5-4. In fact, I might go watch the 5 films recommended in this 5-4 this week.
And are you going to watch them all on a bunch of different TV screens that are stacked on top of each other, like the camera shop that Josh Hartnett works at in Wicker Park?
I did that when I worked at Kmart in 2000. Bad memories of watching Disney's Tarzan, as we've talked about before. I will not watch anything with stacked television screens again.
So the issue wasn't watching it on repeat, it was watching a million little versions of it.
Well, no, it was both, because it's like, I'm watching this on repeat, but every time I'm watching it 50 times.
Okay, so you've really, Tarzan really conquered the jungle of your mind.
Yes, exactly. Let's get going with our first film, shall we?
Yes, let's. The Apartment, the movie that this is based on, not the movie that Loser is based on.
That is correct. The 1996 French film L'Appartement. This is Vincent Cassel, Monica Bellucci. I mean, it's basically Wicker Park, because it is Wicker Park in 1996 in French. And, as I mentioned on the main show, this one leans far more Hitchcockian.
Yeah.
It's unabashed in its homage to Hitchcock. And I think that it benefits from that in a way. Like, it's a little more fun because the aesthetic is a little more controlled.
It's actually trying to go for something aside from just cool.
Yes, which I'm kind of allergic to. And I wouldn't even necessarily say, as we talked about, Wicker Park is going for cool, but of the time. Mm-hmm. Where the Apartment is very much just like, I fucking love Hitchcock. Those French people, they love Hitchcock.
Yeah.
We talk about them loving Jerry Lewis all the time. I think they like Hitchcock even more.
Look, it's just because Hitchcock never made a movie with Jerry Lewis in the lead role. That's the only thing that kept France running. If he'd done that, the whole country would have shut down so they could see it.
Honestly, I think that was a missed opportunity. There was a window where that could have happened, and it didn't, and I think cinema is lesser for it.
Yeah. There was a rear window where that could have happened. So you're up on The Apartment. You think that it does Wicker Park better than Wicker Park?
I do. It's a little. I think it's a little campier because it's more aesthetic than Wicker Park is.
And it's French.
And it's French. You know, I think anytime you're watching something not in your own native language, like, there's a little forgiveness of the performances.
Yeah.
So some of that overly dramatic dialogue is diluted by that.
And also, I mean, the premise of the story is sort of campy. I mean, so this movie is probably served well by leaning more into that.
Yes. Plus, I mean, young Monica Bellucci. How can you argue that?
Yeah. No. I mean, Josh Hartnett is rendered completely dumbstruck by the sight of Diane Kruger. I don't know. His head would explode if he saw Monica Bellucci.
It's true. And last note I'll say is the restaurant that they visit many times throughout Wicker Park is actually called Bellucci's, based on Monica Bellucci.
Well, good for them. You know what? More things should be named after Monica Bellucci, as far as I'm concerned.
Let's keep going, shall we?
Yeah, let's. Oh, well, Challengers. The movie we talk about every other episode. I love it. This is a movie about obsession.
Yes.
This is a movie about a love triangle.
True.
This is a movie about good-looking people.
That's correct.
Aggressively so. And this movie is very French because it's directed by Luca Guadagnino, who's actually Italian, right?
That is correct.
Well,
but Monica Bellucci's Italian, and she's in a French film.
Yeah, there you go. By the transitive property, all French people are Italian. Talk to me more about your reasoning for putting this one up.
Yeah, I think this one also kind of goes back and forth in time to a small degree, or at least it's telling the story over a long period of time.
I had to, per the discussion in the main episode about how my dad cannot follow movies that jump around in time, I think I actually reached out and warned him about Challengers. I'm just like, Dad, just don't even try. I loved it, but this is not going to work for you.
Style is at the forefront of Challengers, but it's not using it as a crutch. I think Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross's score for this, which is just so good,
so fucking good,
really it collaborates. It's a partner with the story, with what's going on, rather than making it, as you said, seem cool. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, this movie is so much better than Wicker Park. My favorite movie, I think, of 2024. Go see it, everyone, if you haven't already.
Look, this movie overcame the greatest challenge in the world. It is a movie that is about sports that I nevertheless enjoyed. So that's the highest compliment I can give.
All right, let's keep moving on, shall we?
Yes. Okay, Vanilla Sky, movie I have not seen, but a lot of people at my high school talked about. A lot of other pretentious jackasses who wanted to be in the movies talked about this movie and said it was great, and I never could really get a clear read on it, and I sure as shit didn't see it myself. Talk to me about Vanilla Sky.
You're anti-Tom Cruise.
I am anti-Cruise. It's really hard for me.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, I'm anti-Cameron Crowe.
Wow.
I know that's kind of a controversial statement. He just does not do it for me. I do not like his films. This one, I mean, the film that this is based on a Spanish film. So that has that connection to Wicker Park. This is about memory. It's about a love triangle. It's about trying to connect and hold on to a love, what that gets you through. This one is obviously far more science fiction than Wicker Park. This is veering, I guess. If you married Vanilla Sky and Wicker Park together, you would get Reminiscence.
Yeah, that's why you need some other third movie to intervene in the relationship and stop them from getting married. You need you need Fight Club to come in and punch somebody to stop it from happening.
There's a bit of obsession and stalkerism with Cameron Diaz playing the Rose Byrne character, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of overlap here. Jason Lee is kind of playing the best friend Matthew Lillard character to Tom Cruise. You got Penelope Cruz, who's going to complain about that?
I'm not. It's actually illegal to complain about Penelope Cruz being in your movie.
This says two crews. It's a crew of crews.
Yeah.
It's a cruise of crews.
They accrued many crews for this movie. So would you say that this goes more all in on the trippiness and the psychological thrilleriness than Wicker Park does?
No. I mean,
really?
This plays more into the mystery, the confusion, the psychedelic nature, yes, but as far as the psychological thriller, Wicker Park takes it for sure.
Really? Wow, okay.
This is more of a single man's journey through this kind of science fiction idea. And, Penelope Cruz and Cameron Diaz are just kind of not periphery, but we aren't seeing them outside of Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I get
that. We do
I get that.
In Wicker Park.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'll we'll see if I finally get around to this, like all of the pretentious nerds at my high school wanted me to.
Start with Open Your Eyes. That's which also stars Penelope Cruz.
Okay, wait. They remade a Penelope Cruz movie in America, and they were like, we got to get Penelope Cruz, though.
Correct. Yes. I mean, that's the correct choice to make.
Completely. They should put Penelope Cruz in way more movies. Okay, well, I respect the filmmakers recognizing that she is one of a kind.
Yes, indeed. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes. Okay, He Loves Me Not. Am I looking at some kind of Audrey Tautou type situation going on here? Oh,
yes,
man.
You are.
Where did she go post Amelie? I imagine you're about to tell me.
The Da Vinci Code, eventually.
Oh. Well, okay.
But
Missed that one.
immediately after Amelie, I don't know if she was intentionally trying to break away from that like iconic, like you can easily see Amelie putting an actor in a box for the rest of their career.
Yeah, a big French, cute, quaint box.
And this movie poster is playing on that to a
Mhm.
degree, I think.
She loves a tight-lipped smile, doesn't she?
Describe the movie poster for us.
The movie poster is the words "He loves me," and then sandwiched between the words "He loves me not" is Audrey Tauto's big, beautiful, flawless face, smirking with kind of a mischievous look in her eyes, and then "not" written at the bottom.
And it's bookended by kind of a red curtain sort of vibe. Like,
Yeah.
it's giving Valentine's Day vibes, I think, especially with the heart in the background.
Yes, true. So this poster is trying to give us Amelie vibes. Does the movie follow through on the promised vibes?
I'm just going to read the synopsis that is
Okay.
before us here.
Great.
A talented art student named Angelique is passionately in love with Dr. French name.
Dr. French.
Dr.
It's French
Dr.
name.
LeGarrick.
Yeah.
A handsome married man whom she believes will leave his wife. When he eventually decides to stay in his marriage, it causes Angelique to spiral.
Oh.
However, the story shifts from Angelique's perspective to Loic's. The surprising truth about their relationship is revealed.
Oh, okay. So shifting perspectives. We're jumping around not necessarily in time, but in triangle.
In Triangle, it's about an obsessive love, a very unhealthy obsession on Audrey Tauto's part. Yeah, this is, and vibes-wise, just like, it's 2 years before Wicker Park, but like, is very much in that same pocket.
Has it aged better in terms of the aesthetic?
I don't know. I haven't seen this in so long. I'm gonna say maybe. It's hard to say. Like, I think back to films of the late 90s and early 2000s, both in America and abroad, and I'm like, I think back on like Run Lola Run, which was huge at the time.
Sure.
To me, that movie does not hold up. The style of that, everything about it, I'm like, could there be a more 1997 movie than Run Lola Run? So this movie could go either way. As I said, I haven't watched it in so long. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
Well, you know, I guess if you watch all 5 of these movies in the next day or two, you can find out.
All right, let's move on to our last film.
All right, what do we got? Closer. Directed by Mike Nichols. You know what I know about this movie? I know
What?
that the poster is a whole bunch of faces, and they're all really close to each other. Closer,
That's all you
some
know?
might say. That's all I know. I've not seen Closer.
Really?
But is it related to the show The Closer?
It is not. Does that star Kelsey Grammer?
No, I think it has Glenn Close, actually.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Is it actually called The
Close,
Closer?
Closer.
Yeah. What's Closer about?
Closer is about not a love triangle, I guess a love square. Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, Clive Owen.
That's a good-looking square.
One person loves another is seducing another. It's about betrayal, it's about loyalty, it's about fidelity, what someone will do in the throes of passion, chance meetings, just like Wicker Park to a degree. Fate is playing kind of a hand in both of these movies, and yeah, it's again from 2004 and a much better film than Wicker Park from 2004. This is playing, I think, in that post Magnolia world where you have interconnected stories and characters weaving in and out, and you're like, oh wait, how are these people connected? How are these two know each other? And by the time the movie's over, you get a larger sense of the world and how things are connected.
Yeah, you've gotten closer to the truth, so to speak.
This is also based on a really, really popular stage play.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, I mean, do you feel like this is also kind of locked in of its time, being a post-Magnolia, early 2000s kind of movie, or
No.
has this aged better?
I think this transcends the time in which it was made, for sure. Outside of the cast, which is very 2004.
Sure.
But even the cast, like Julia Roberts, Natalie Portman, Clive Owen, Jude Law, they can still get it in 2025.
Oh,
20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clive Owen probably least of all of them, which is a shame because he rules.
Yeah. I recommend every single film that we have talked about here on this 5-4, and I haven't seen Closer in a long time as well, and I think I want to put this on.
Well, then let's wrap up this episode so you can go watch Closer.
Look at that. We did a whole episode of me recommending something to myself.
Finally. Hey, look, if this is what it takes for you to get in touch with yourself, then it was all worthwhile.
Oh my god. All right, well, until next time, for Truman Caps, I have been Landon Solano.
And for Landon Solano, I've been Truman Caps. Bye-bye.
Movie Memory Machine is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/gruntworkpod to keep the machine running. Theme song by Porky's Groove Machine. Rate us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. For more information on today's show, visit moviememorymachine.com.